Creating a live broadcast and... I can't see anything. Did this
Well,
work?
that's handy.
Yeah, it just seems like it's it seems like we're live, but if that's displaying any
I
there's like
have a notification, so I can't tell you.
yeah, I'm checking right now. Apparently, it thinks it was 11 days ago. Don't know what that's about.
Oh, I just got a YouTube notification. What? Yeah, we're live.
Oh, okay, perfect then. All right, in that case, hey, lords and ladies, how do you do? Welcome to, well, back to Gacha Review. I messed that up. Oh
Good
well.
job. I'm really good at this.
Yeah, clearly. This is, obviously my domain. Don't think anyone has quite, realized what's happening yet, so we're a little in the clear. Guess we just have to wait for a bit. Oh, no, there's, okay, for some reason I can see on one side but not the... Oh, there it is! Okay, now it shows up. Jeez. Well, alright then. Hey everybody! It's me, Gnthaniel, your favorite bard. And I am joined today...
guys.
Sorry, do you want to do your own introduction? I wasn't sure.
No, I was laughing because on stream it looks like I'm facing the wall.
Yeah, I probably should have had one of us turn around for this. That would have been the smart thing to do. Now, you know what? You know what? Just have your scooch leg over. Here we go. All right, we're both on this side then, and you can also go. Let's say, there we go. You can go behind me. Wait, nope, that's the wrong way around. There we go.
Cheerfully, so well prepared.
Oh yeah, this is definitely not my first attempt of something of this this format that everyone else seems to have worked out, you know, years ago and have done repeatedly. This was supposed to be easy. But there you have it. Oh well. Doesn't matter. We're here now, and it appears that our access to a bunch of technology stuff from last episode, I suppose, has provided us with you know, we found like a separate side room. Let's say we found a different one, not the one that you went into, but one that was like opposite to that one. And it turns out that there were just you know, a couple of things that people seem to have recorded in some way and displayed in front of us, and they've made like a whole thing. It's like theater, but you know, through this big giant glass contraption of doom. So this is gonna be interesting. Let's navigate and see what's on here. Okay, this one looks interesting. Oh, you're actually kind of in the way there. Let's all right. And then I'll go here. There we go. All right. Yeah, so this one is called ELEAZAR or something like that. So and it says that apparently this is somebody who woke up in a different world to their own, which sounds kind of familiar for all of us, actually. And on top of that, they have no memories, which is really familiar for a different person. Gotta wonder what Utopia would think of this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll
I bet he's working real hard.
yeah, we'll definitely have to show this to him later once we actually find him. But let's well, I don't know what this is all about for now. So I think if I click this button, it will start, and here's this character waking up into a new world. Again, can't relate, but let's see.
I can't see it, by the way.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're not Yeah, I didn't really work out that part, did I? Okay. Bit of an oversight, but I can fix that. And hopefully nothing will crash as a result. So
Technology. We learned about 10 minutes ago.
exactly. Okay, how about that?
Oh, I can see now.
Okay, good. All right, all right. Perfect. Okay, so in that case, both of us are here. Both of us can see. So let's begin.
Where?
Oh, okay. There's a lot of head movement that's going on already for this. I mean, first of all, like the blinking eyes, that's pretty good. Well, I guess like the manual one. Not sure if that was entirely necessary, but now I'm just wondering about stuff like whenever the face does, what was it? Where was it? Yeah, this. This I'm wondering about, because if you because the way that it shuffles, not entirely smoothly, not sure about that one personally.
Where am I? What?
Oh, I can't hear it.
Oh, you can't hear it either, okay. All he said was, where am I?
No.
But I'm gonna have to fix that again now, too, so another thing.
Yes, I'm blind and deaf. I'm doing great. This room does things to me.
Hey, look, well, you know, sometimes you start off blind and deaf, now you're just deaf. That's perfect. Oh, and Doc's here! Okay, hold on a second, wait a minute, we gotta bring him in. Okay, oh, he's behind the screen.
Yeah,
oh no, he's behind the screen.
Yeah,
there you are.
Hi,
Doc.
You can't see me. Oh, you can't.
They can see you now.
They
can see you now. They can see you now. You're
good.
fine.
I'm glad about
doing
that.
movie night, I guess.
What's a movie?
Well, it
This
says.
I don't
the
know.
anachronisms that we're dealing with.
Well, apparently, but given what we found in like that other room last episode, it was not really too surprising. This is another side room, basically.
I thought we were in feudal Japan, though. I'm so confused.
Well, I don't know. Ask the DM what happened last time. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you here.
Yeah, you know, I need to take a
right
seat though. But God, give me a moment. My knees are like very rusty.
He's old.
You probably have a pill for that somewhere, don't you?
Maybe, but you know.
He's really old. He's like 700, probably. You look
I
700.
am not 700. Not everyone with white hair is old, Missy.
Yeah, I was gonna say, just ask Double H. Oh, wait a minute, that's not natural hair. Bad example.
I don't know how
No,
hair
Barbara.
is either.
There's Barbara.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there you
I
go.
don't know.
Yeah,
I
Barb.
don't know how old any of you are.
Well, Barb's my younger sister, so definitely not old.
Oh God, my coat is kind of a mess, man. My whole coat thing is like it's very messy. Like it's. Oh God, oh man, my coat doesn't bend very well, unfortunately.
Wow, guys, I found this really cool phone looking. Wait, I found this really cool device that lets me see people talking to us, and Josh says hi.
Oh, hey, Josh. Hello. Hope you're enjoying us not being able to do what we're set out to do right now. Don't worry, we'll get into.
Nice to meet you. Bear with us. We suck.
We have literally just encountered technology of this caliber for the first time, so we're working everything out as we go along.
Trying something new today.
Our investigation rolls were not high.
Yeah, we all got nat ones.
Oh, that's not good.
Especially me.
What's a nat 1?
It's essentially bad luck.
Got negative. Yeah, have you never heard those like superstitions? They say, people.
I'm taking off my lab coat
that
today, or my doctor's coat lab
Ooh,
thing.
okay. Yeah, fair enough. Take off your coat, relax.
Yeah.
I should have taken off my bag, actually. That would have been a way better thing.
I was like gonna leave it on, but like I realized it's like a very unflexible coat for some reason. It's like famously unflexible, and it's like way more of a pain to like mess with. So I'm like, I don't.
You know what I bet?
I bet
I bet it's all the stuff you keep in like the pockets of the coat. It's just weighing you down.
Yeah, probably. It's just it's a lot stiffer than I realized. Oh man, crazy.
Yeah, I went through a phase of trying to like connect with my like biological ancestry, so I thought that carrying rocks around as a rock gnome makes sense. So I know things about your clothes weighing you down. As a side note, it was a really good workout at the time, but I stopped doing it because it was literally pointless.
Yeah,
I
I once heard that there was a rock gnome who loved ice for some reason. Like, it was
I mean, I'm definitely partial to a bit of ice here and there. It matches my eyes.
Ooh, yeah, that's cold.
Yeah, if for whatever reason we end up going to an icy plane of some kind, I'm not gonna complain.
Yeah, oh god, I'm having a real bad time sitting over.
Actually, wait, no, I just read something. The cat girls would probably complain about that, because I guess they, water, they probably won't like it.
Yeah, but to be fair, they're not really. Well, most of us aren't really dressed for the winter, anyways. We don't really have winter gear on, so I feel like we all would kind of not do well in the cold with our current outfit.
Well, I'm sure that Knick-Knack has stuff for us. Maybe.
Maybe we would have.
The only thing that guy doesn't have is food. I'm not sure he knows what the concept of food actually is.
Oh, how do you not know what the concept of food is?
I don't know. All I know is that I asked him for food one time in the store. He said he sold everything, and he gave me a flask of infinite booze. That's all that's my frame of reference there.
Ah.
Hello, God, and hello, Fox.
Are you talking to God in chat?
Yeah, more people.
No, there's like a little tablet-looking device, and it lets me see people who are talking to us right now for some reason. I guess it's like a watching. I guess people can see us in this room. I don't really know why, but
oh yeah, speaking of being able to see
it's like
things,
surveillance.
Speaking of people being able to see things, are you able to see the video now, like the actual one that we're gonna be looking at?
I can see the video. I don't know if I can hear it yet.
I can see the video. I don't know if I'm with Lumina. I don't know if I can hear it either. Ah.
Oh yeah. Well, I haven't like pressed play yet. So okay, fine. I'll test it then.
Is this place?
No.
No. Okay.
No, I see some lips are moving and sound not sounding.
Well, that should have worked.
Know where I was going with that sentence. I think you have to click the button that says like.
Well, yeah, it says share audio. Yeah, I thought that would have worked.
Oh, that should have worked.
Why can't I hear? Your lips are moving. Tell me why there is no sound. I try to fix it. It's not improving. There is no solution to be found. I have the screens and applications. None of these have seemed to work. Why can't we hear? Your lips are moving. Tell me or I'll go berserk. Okay, let's try this. Okay, here we go. Right.
I can't remember anything.
Yes, no.
I didn't hear anything, so I don't
are you
think
playing
so.
sound?
Why can't I remember anything?
Nope. Ooh,
No.
Ooh.
Okay. We'll try again.
This is going well, guys. This is going well, you know.
Oh no.
I know
I
you
would say I'd
lie.
use the little tablet device in front of me, but then we can hear ourselves too.
Yeah, you probably don't want to do that.
I mean,
Oh, I was so good at this.
wait, I need to go find something to do. So I can sit
Is it
down,
not
you know.
letting you? Because it's sharing audio on the funky little program that lets us. Oh,
Yeah, I'm thinking of something else here.
that might work.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Gacha Spring Boy and Ghost Kitty have also shown up. Welcome.
Hi.
I guess if I just, I
We're
might have to...
really good at this. Just hang
Yeah,
on for
you know, well, to be fair, we never really dealt with this technology before, I guess, you know?
No, well, we learned about it like 10 minutes ago.
Okay, that's very small for some reason. Why is that in the
Just click
corner?
expand video.
Oh yeah, there we
To
go.
click the thing.
If you click
Oh,
the thing, it will
I can do
hopefully
it.
expand. And I did
Maybe.
the thing. Hope it followed my
No.
command. Just gonna trim a couple of things. I get the feeling that this isn't the worst cropped version of this activity that exists in the wide scheme of things.
And
Oh,
am
wow.
I
Speaking
sitting
of worst
down?
cropped, Doc, wait a minute. Let me help you out there, pal.
Oh, am I broken?
Don't
wow.
worry. I got this. This part I know how to fix.
Oh, what happened to me? What happened? Ah! I don't feel so good, guys. I feel horrible. Help.
It's wild magic
Sitting
again.
didn't work.
It's wild magic. You
didn't
managed to cure your non-sitting downness with a pill, but it gave you another medicine effect.
Oh no. You know, the other day when we were all switching bodies, it reminded me of like some movie I saw, some like scene from some like monitor playing nearby where like called like Scooby Doo, like there's like the Damon Rhinus or something, and like everyone kept switching bodies. Kind of reminded me of what happened last time.
You guys were switching bodies?
Oh yeah, that was the whole thing. Really weird.
Scary,
now
man.
I'm glad I left the room.
Honestly, yeah, I'm not even gonna contest that. I mean, it wasn't. I mean, it was kind of interesting, but it's not because I got to be tall again for once in my life.
Yeah, but then you started growing and shrinking randomly.
Okay,
like,
yeah, that was when I was in your
grew.
body. When I was in Double H's body, I was able to like just look down at like my actual self. You know, now I know how you all see me, which is quite an interesting concept.
Oh, gosh.
It's so weird not wearing my lab coat though. You know, so weird.
You look like the weird family man.
Yeah, I mean, I was
Yeah.
I was honestly gonna say, you know, it's weird seeing like your actual muscles this time, but you know, I was in your body, I did feel them, so yeah.
You know,
if it weren't for the whole shrinking thing, I might have like actually flexed or something.
Although, would the muscles grow more or shrink more? I mean,
well, no, it was like proportionate to you, so like everything about you, or rather me at the time as you, would stay the same, relatively speaking. It wasn't like it was like shrinking and growing at different rates. That would be like that's like existential horror right there. That's even worse.
Theoretically, muscles don't depend on your size or like your height. They could grow infinitely. They just don't.
I mean,
because that's weird and possibly painful.
Yeah, I was gonna say exactly. Yeah.
Didn't you just be like twice your body weight?
Yeah, speaking of muscles, Doc, you've got some like, you know, a lot of tension in your lower back. Just a heads up.
Oh, yeah, hopefully I don't develop it like the God of the Fourth Wall. Like, the God of the Fourth Wall constantly complains about his back. I don't want to develop that. That'd be
Yeah,
awful.
that was one bite that
And
none of us
out of the
switched into.
football has some back problems.
Oh, that would have been funny. I get to become a god. That would be awesome, actually. Switch with a god? Become a god? Sort of. A god in a cat person's body?
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
Most Kitty said, so did you guys steal this channel just like Zane had done to watch
Who's Zane?
Lionsgate? Yeah, who's Zane?
Well, I mean, we don't know who
And
Zane
what's
is,
a
but yeah, we did.
Lionsgate?
Probably a thing that this Zane person must have watched, kind of like what we're gonna watch today. Which
Oh.
reminds me, I think we might be able to work that out this time. So let's see if this actually works. Can you hear this? Wait, it doesn't play yet.
Where?
Yeah!
Where am
Okay, good.
Where
Is
am I
this place-
indeed? That's what
not
I've been.
the voice I
that's-
expected you to have.
What were you expecting, actually?
I don't know, like a deep sort of, the typical hero voices you'll see in like those. cartoons called anime.
I expected more of a medium tone voice, like nothing like super deep, like
Yeah.
but like nothing super high either. Something like a middle ground.
Yeah, I'm guessing this is just meant to be like a child that woke up in in an unknown world of
Is
some
he a
kind.
child?
Lumina,
He,
you can
he doesn't
relate.
really look like a child. Doesn't look like a child.
I don't know. Might be the face deceiving me.
I mean,
Is-
we have similar faces, man. I don't know. Look at our faces. Like, if you look at our faces just alone, all our faces kind of look the same. We all have that youthful look.
I mean, I suppose people think I'm a child all the time, so I can understand that.
Well, different species age differently, and he is an elf, or at least a half elf.
I mean, some elves are like immortal. Like there was this book that I read once called Diaries or something. It wasn't an actual diary, but it was called like Diaries or whatever. And like there's Zoe, who's like a mortal elf. You know.
I thought the lifespan was 1,000 years, but okay.
It was immortality.
Well,
I'm pretty
if
sure
we're
she-
okay, if we're talking about the same,
Normally,
if we're talking about the same story, pretty sure that Zoe started off as immortal, but then gave up her immortality and had about 1,000 years left over after that event. So you're talking about the same thing.
I was talking about our world logic.
Oh,
I mean,
so as far as-
wait, I'm a half elf. So does that like mean like I live like I don't know, like 500 or something? Like half
no.
the length.
Maybe you live
No.
like the net average between your two different species, like the mean average. What's the other half?
Human.
Oh, okay. So like 90 years divided by this plus 1,000 divided by 2, and that's your answer. So like 545 years apparently.
Ah.
No,
There you go.
no.
Is that not how it works? I mean,
That's not how that works.
Is that not
The
No.
longest a half elf's ever lived is 500, but it's incredibly painful.
Oh.
Most live to 150, but we technically still age like humans, so you could live however long you wanted. You just have severe medical problems and disabilities, like.
Well, we know Doc's solution for
like-
medical problems, don't we?
I have the pills.
I'm sure with modern medicine or advancements, you could probably live longer and in less pain. But the most is 500. But the typical age they die is about 150, 180. Some push 200.
I do wonder about that sometimes, because obviously the longer you live, the longer medicine advances, the longer your lifespan becomes, the longer you live, the more medicine advances. It's like a feedback loop. I wonder if that
Some
ever become
theorize
the case.
they all started living so long. Simple evolution, maybe.
I mean, maybe we can find it out in the
Oh.
youth or something. Maybe we could do that.
I mean, that's
Live forever.
if such a concept exists, I suppose we could, at some point, potentially search for that. I don't know.
Yeah. Anyways, what's this elf boy with blue hair want? I like the blue
who
hair.
according to Ghost Kitty, apparently looks like a child version of you, Doc.
I can't remember anything.
My hair's white with blue highlights, man. I never had full blue hair.
Why can't
But I do have
remember
pronouns,
anything?
if you all, just so you all know. I do have pronouns.
Well, everyone has pronouns. Just depends
Yeah.
on what they actually are.
That is how the common language
Exactly.
works.
Yeah, the meme.
Okay. Let's not panic here. Let's just ask someone for help and look for anyone that knows me and try to remember why and how I.
Okay, that I really enjoy.
Ah.
So I was like actually looking through like a first-person switch there. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I
Ended
mean
up
that's
here.
pretty good. I will say though, starting off an amnesiac storyline, that's super cliche, man. Like, do you know how many books and stories start off with amnesiac main protagonist being like, "Oh, the main character wakes up with no memory." Okay, now the story begins. Like, oh, okay.
I mean, I guess that one I'm not bothered by that one. Yeah, I'm not bothered by that one too much because A, we know a guy who went through that, and B, it actually does mean that you have to like get used to your surroundings like immediately, and and like figure out like only just by what you observe, like having no other context clues. It's good for the audience sometimes as well, and ultimately means that, you know, we're learning alongside a person. So I get why it's done, but yeah, potentially maybe
I mean,
a little bit too much in
but
fiction.
it does potentially rob us though of interesting characterization because most of the time when they wake up, they're super naive and they tend to fit into a single archetype or only really a handful of archetypes.
Yeah,
All
that
being pretty
really depends
flat.
on like, you know, the like nature versus nurture and how deeply embedded some like core concepts are to a particular person, or whether they are a completely blank slate. It's kind of like Utopias, for instance. You know, he was an amnesiac, but there was something going on there. You know, we weren't there to figure that out, but there was.
I mean, he was chillish, but I mean, if he was the main protagonist in a book, I'm gonna be honest, he probably would be like one of my least favorite characters in the book. Like, I'd be like, oh, I love these characters, but this character is all right. I mean, nothing's wrong with them. It's just nothing is super
Oh well, he would have had
interesting with
us.
them either.
I think
Yeah,
it depends on the story.
Yeah, and
depends, I
also the
guess.
world, and I guess the other characters too.
Story, well, the
When your main
environment.
character is boring, but the rest of your
Okay.
characters are actually interesting.
I mean, that's
It
implying that, you
happens
know,
in stories.
there's also a risk that the other characters are going to be more boring. We don't know that yet.
Oh god, that would be even worse. Oh, that makes it worse.
I mean, if your main character is boring and your other characters are the best, I think you're just a bad writer.
Well, I don't know. It happens more often than you would think.
Yeah.
Anyways.
To unhappen.
Okay, bit of an abrupt cut into the music there, and also, what is with this tree? Like, I feel like I guess, like...
It's a very realistic looking tree.
Yeah,
in
you
this
think there'd
weird
be, like,
anime art world.
Yeah, you think there'd be some sort of, like, outline just based on, like, how the other, like, drawings are, but then... But this one, because it has none of that, it looks like it's blurry.
Oh, that's a very realistic look.
Yeah, for a very realistic tree, I guess they came hand in hand together. But you are right.
Our weird anime art world.
Yeah,
Wow.
there's that, and also there's even different like styles of drawing. They've got like the same like outlines that actually, to be honest, the ones I currently have for some of those bushes, which means they might drop foliage on top of what was already there. You know, more vegetation. Give it all to me. I'd have put it in the foreground personally as well, but I guess it's what the trees are for. Not and okay, good use of shadow there. That actually helps with the whole like blurry thing from the other one.
Whoa!
Okay, so this is something that we know about the character already. Well, first of all, I've always say about this thing yet. That's an interesting thing altogether. But
that thing is a egg.
It certainly is. But this is one thing that we know about the main character. He's easily impressed by nature, so he has an appreciation for that. You know, if we met him, he'd probably be like a druid or some kind, potentially.
Sounds
Oh,
like
green.
a lion or something.
Greenlight just joined.
Oh,
Hello, Greenlight. Oh yeah, there's a lot of new things in here.
Wait, is it like green light, red light, green light?
Well, there's
green
only
light,
green light
yellow
here,
light?
so there might be a red light
Oh.
somewhere, but there's only a green light that I see.
Maybe somewhere out there there's even a yellow one.
Yeah. Also, one other thing, that other feline creature, it had a shadow. It was right there on the rock. That was cool.
I just have orange accents on the sleeve. His main color is blue. Orange is the complementary color. God damn it.
Oh,
Okay.
wait, are you really into color theory? I didn't know you were into color theory, Lumina.
Oh, I am now.
I guess
Oh.
she's a fashionable
Gotcha.
sorcerer.
I mean,
always,
your
when
family
you
is
come-
rich. I mean,
So
My status, you
probably.
have to look good, or else, you'll be locked outside.
some people
you
view
just
fashion
gotta-
as its own form of magic.
I mean, yeah. Except
Yep.
for when, real magic comes into the inclusion, then it's
Oh,
like,
his whole accent is orange. Not
Oh,
the
well,
worst
he's a-
thing in the world. I'm just
It looks like he's about to get eaten
Not-
anyway, so you won't be seeing him for long.
Whoa!
oh my god, was that a Charizard?
Well, I mean,
Shadow?
it's some kind of like dragon
What's a
creature,
Charizard?
potentially. Isn't that's like a breed of dragon, right?
Yeah, no. It's one of the Poka.
Oh wait, no, they're
Poka
those things
things.
they're those things that look like dragons but aren't technically dragons. Yeah, I remember those. now.
Yeah,
That's why
it's like
they're
a weird
separate thing.
giant fire lizard thing.
Yeah, I suppose.
Thing.
But ultimately,
Oh,
that
the
did look like the
Pokemonian species. Got it.
yeah, it did look like a shape of a dragon. But my question is, given like the size of that shadow is really small, and you would think that for a creature
Maybe
that's
it's like
flying,
a little baby dragon.
yeah, potentially, but also how close to the ground was that dragon flying? Because already he's turned around,
Oh.
he's looking towards like the left, which means that it's probably not like above him still. So it was either just landing, but the shadow didn't change sizes, or probably not, or it was like not flying very high up at all.
Oh dang.
Hey! Over here!
Flying at
Wow,
random
got ignored.
person. Oh, he's calling like anime girl.
Oh, yep,
hey,
again,
rolling
so
down the hill, our
relatable.
favorite
So
pastime.
relatable. They see me rolling.
Actually, not mine. I never rolled down the hill.
Why is-
I always walked down the
Why
hill.
is
But you
his
know,
hair clipping? Why is his hair clipping in the sky?
is it clipping in the sky?
They see
coming
me
in the sky.
clipping. Let me see if I can go back and check that.
Maybe the camera. Maybe the camera is just really close.
Oh,
so
I
it's
think my thing's slightly delayed.
Maybe.
I just
What was that?
Yeah, someone broke his fall. Wish that was me last
Oh.
time.
Oh, back facing.
Ooh, I like this
Oh.
angle.
Okay, hold on. So he turned around,
Oh.
heard his sound from the back, but then it came from like where his front was originally. And then he got blast, but the blast missed him and went like very far away, and now there's a slash.
I think he got teleported, maybe, because I think someone saved him from falling, but then he got attacked by a monster, so then someone saved him again by teleporting him. Probably, I think that's what's going on.
Man, that's just bad luck right there. Someone breaks your fall, you're like, oh, well, thanks, that's fantastic. Ah! And then you get attacked by a monster. Wow, cruel twist of fate right there.
You know, I named this monster Slade Wilson. I just think that name fits him.
Sure, okay. That Ghost Kitty says also, his eyelashes are going over the top of his hair a bit and is bugging me. May I bring your attention to his ear, which is on top of his hair? So it looks like the layering of this character is a little bit all over the place, it seems. Maybe that's why Lumina thought his hair was clipping.
How No, it was clipping.
Oh,
I
okay.
did
Slade Wilson, whatever Doc said before, apparently is called Stretch Wilson now.
Whoa. Oh.
Yeah, he just keeps on getting teleported around. If I kept getting teleported around, I would not be able to get my bearings this quickly. Which also is something else about this character. He's able to he's got quick reflexes.
I mean, I kind of wish the camera would hold on a shot more often, though, because I feel like the camera moved around a lot just now, a little too much.
Yeah, potentially. There's like an upper limit when that comes to action sequences. You want it to be like, quick, but also you don't want to be having it to be too fast. That
Jarring.
Yeah.
You need to be able to visually register what's happening at all times during the action scene, but also it'd be quick enough for you to be like, okay, action scene's happening, he does this, okay, next shot, Because if you can't even register what's happening, then it's like, wait, what just happened?
Yeah, I think there was
what?
I think it was that there was this one playwright that like used to go around all the coastal towns or something that used to have a whole thing about like really fast editing. We can't make out the action and was obsessed with explosions. I think his name was Michael of the Bay. Yeah, he was. It's like, oh yeah, check out my cool play, says Michael of the Bay.
Dang, I mean that must have been a pretty cool effect that he could do, like with like magic or something. It was like playing magic or something,
I mean, honestly, this kind of seems like the kind of stuff that we do. But yeah, the one thing that's missing, I guess, is sound. As far as like we got music, but we haven't got like sound of all these different things. Apart from the fall, sure, we got the fall now. Way to prove me wrong immediately.
Now we're in a field. I feel like we were just in a forest, and now we immediately jump to a field.
Well, I think that was like the border of the forest that he was looking on before, and now because he got blasted away, he's fallen outside the forest into the field. And what looks like potentially an industrial area behind that might just be the clouds.
Yeah, but I also kind of feel like the sets that were constructed or chosen for this could have had better cohesion visually, because it kind of feels like we're just jumping from different area to different area between shots. Instead of having it be somewhat consistent.
That's true. It's also weird to see like where he's facing. That's why we kept on thinking he got teleported all the time. Ghost Kitty actually is a bit of a kindred spirit to Lumina right now. Purple and black demon must resist urge to befriend. If not friend, why friend-shaped? That sounds like Lumina to me, personally.
Well, Lumina just kind of likes to use her charm to get people to do what she wants.
Which is fantastic. Fantastic for like enemy stuff, but in the wrong hands, that's a terrible power. Yours precisely, Doc, because you keep using it to flirt with people.
Hey, it never works for me, but at least Lumina is a great person. That's all that matters. She's a great person, and she can use her powers of persuasion and charm, and occasionally intimidation for.
Yeah, there's
for
like
good.
I mean, I guess ultimately with great power comes knowing how to use it properly. You know what? That's better. I like yours more.
Yeah, I think I read in a book called The Man of Spiders. It was a book.
The Man of Spiders. That sounds like a man who has like a jar of spiders that he unleashes on people.
I mean, he kind of did have a bunch of web that he kind of threw at people a lot. He's just kind of like go web in the face.
Yeah, probably from his massive jar of spiders that he has cultivated. That's probably how he gets the stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have like a bit of a flash of memory. So maybe he's being like pursued by this creature. This is not like a native thing to the world. This thing followed him here.
Maybe.
And because of that, he's able to. There we go.
He's got a finger gun.
This I recognize. There is actually a spell called Finger of Death. I'm pretty sure this is what we're seeing here.
Like Death Touch. I once read a book about like death pills where like some god of coconut called Felix or whatever has like these death pills. It was a whole weird book I read. Kind of a mess towards the end, especially, but
I guess anything pill related relates to you, doesn't it? But yeah, good.
I read that book. It kind of sucked.
Well, hopefully you don't have any of those death pills yourself, Doc. Please tell me you haven't got those stored.
What'd you say? Sorry, I heard a noise.
Do you have any of those death pills stored yourself? Hopefully not.
No.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
have any of the death pills.
All right, yeah, because
Why
weird
I
side
don't
effects we can
ever
handle,
want-
but considering the way that you label your pills, like, we need to make sure that there's not, like, even a possibility
Well,
that there's, like,
To
death
be
ones in
fair,
there.
No, the death pills themselves, the main thing are to cause death touch. Versus the pills I give you tend to do good things. It's just for some reason there's this like weird side effect that always happens with my pills.
Yeah, here's the problem with,
Crazy.
the concept of death touch. What happens if there's, like, a mosquito on your arm or something, you try to go swat it, but you miss and hit your arm instead? Does that count?
I don't know if death touch affects you. I think death touch only affects other living creatures you touch instead of yourself. I think you're technically immune to your own death touch.
Well, hopefully,
I'm
but then
pretty
again, we
sure.
will never have to find out because that's not a thing that's going to apply to us.
Yes. Yeah, we're never gonna touch the death pills. Even
Mhm.
though I do have a dealer who knows where to get death pills, but I ain't getting them.
Well, okay,
What
none of
if
your
God
contacts are
did-
going to work in Japan, are they?
Well, okay, my contacts are magical. Okay, they could like portal me pills.
That's considering
You
the,
think God
considering that
would
we're
let Cat-
considering the Hydall family is after us. That's not a good sign if your contacts can find us, because that means that they absolutely can. So
Well, they can. No,
Behind
you
those
see.
Tanya-
Okay, so
Yeah.
you see, my pill case is special. You see, my pill case, like I have a deal with them where it's like I gave them a certain amount of money, and every so often they put pills in this box that will automatically teleport the pills to my medicine bag. So basically, I have unlimited pills randomly.
okay,
It's a weird pocket dimension thing that I could do. Doctors. We doctors talk.
right. Okay. That still has horrible implications, and I hope that the God of the Universe isn't listening right now for potential ideas on how we can get tracked down. So anyway, Finger of Death.
Oh.
Behind those contours are doing.
Oh.
Yeah,
you-
another,
You showed him the light. You showed Slade Wilson the light.
I guess, yeah. You gotta cast all that darkness away,
Oh.
as well as the thing
Oh,
away.
he's dead.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing with Finger of Death. If you're humanoid and you fall to that spell, you actually you get reanimated as a zombie on the person's command.
Did
Well, I guess he wasn't humanoid.
Yeah, probably. I guess not.
I do that? I
Well,
Man, that-
yeah,
that-
you lasered him with your finger.
Mm-hmm.
did that.
You
I
gave him the
did-
finger.
Did that! Whoa! That was so cool! What else can I do?
You can twist your wrist. Apparently, jeez.
Maybe I should go find someone to help me first.
I mean, you found that one person who didn't listen to you, but hopefully other people will be a bit more receptive. Honestly, I guess we got a bit too comfortable, like, here in Japan, where, like, everyone's super nice to you, but, you know. Let's hope our friend here gets some of that, too.
Oh.
This is quite a beautiful world.
Man.
Hopefully it's got some, people who, appreciates just life itself.
Yeah, hopefully, I mean, it's no feudal Japan, but it'll do for the show.
I was gonna say, this is looking, it's looking pretty close to some of the landscapes that I've seen when looking out, outside the inn window to the landscape beyond the town.
Dang, you're traveling
Okay,
far.
maybe not all of these, but something like that. Also, it was nighttime. Okay, now we're talking civilization. That was you. There's people. You wanted to talk to someone and ask them questions, right? You have 4 people right here. Are you not gonna be like, Hey, you know I can
I
find.
mean, I guess they're not main character energy. You know, they're not the main character. They're not meant to be main
And they
characters.
don't
I
have
So
guess
colorful
not.
hair.
None of them.
Which
Yeah.
they make characters.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, we all know the greatest characters always have blue hair, so yeah.
Okay then.
Oh, okay. He just kept scrolling. He just kept like sliding across the space. And now I guess because I guess they saw someone pointing, he must think, oh, you must be a caster of Finger of Death. That's why that person talking to you isn't dead and is
yeah,
instead like enamored by you.
I think that girl's pupils are a different shade of pink than her main eyes. Like I think her main eyes are like this hot pink. I think her main pupils are like a bit of a cooler pink. You know, I
Yeah,
don't think
that's
the
actually
shade
pretty
of pink
normal.
in the girl's eyes line up though.
Okay, sure, but that's actually pretty normal. Like if it like you know, I know some people that every now and then that will have like pupils that are more the same color as their like irises, but that's actually extremely uncommon. Oh, like
Yeah, but
guy on the
normally
left
it's
here
like
has that.
around. I mean, normally it's around the same shade. I mean, this is like 2 different shades of pink, which I find a bit strange. But you know,
Okay, I
That's
suppose.
the way it's like.
also that guy's eyes look like the void.
Oh, Ghost
He's
Kitty
gonna
said.
fall in the void with those eyes.
Oh, Ghost Kitty has left a couple of things to say. So the music seems to stop whenever there's sound effects, so maybe they have one audio layer. Yeah.
Oh god, that sounds horrible.
It does. It's you know, I don't know what that means, but that sounds like a pretty big restriction that would be easy to work around.
I mean, you know, why would someone use something that would do that anyways? You know, like, wouldn't you want something that gives you more than one option?
Especially
I mean,
for a
have
project
more
of
is
this
better.
caliber. Something of this caliber, you would think, yeah, you would need something that was a bit more, you know, advanced. Also, that's that size difference. Such a tiny boy fighting such a giant demon, says Ghost Kitty. That's, well, I mean, I'll tell you all about fighting the opponents that are way taller than me. I'll tell you about size differences right now. Then, last message. How was that was a giant blast? How are you still standing? You should be exhausted, you weird bottle of endless energy. Just like all children. Yeah, well, who knows? Maybe that was only like, you know, 10% of his power or something. I've heard that's quite a common trope. Nope.
Oh, why's he running, man? Why are you running? Why are you running?
I'm not sure. Maybe this is like another memory that seems to have kicked in. Like that person like recognizes him, and so that's why. And now he's thinking like, no, I gotta investigate, you know, because I've had a reaction, an instinctual reaction to them.
You!
Which I guess means that this character isn't like from a different world potentially, and might know some people from here.
I don't know if he got isekai'd. Also, wait, maybe that was the person who was walking that he saw before in like the field or whatever. Maybe he saw that. Maybe that's
Oh
the
yeah,
person
no,
he briefly saw.
I recognize the clothing. Yeah, for sure, it's the same person. Yeah. As far as this goes, there is actually like a little bit of text at the bottom of this that you can't see, which says ELEAZAR is a gacha series. Okay, good to know. About a mysterious person named Ace. When he wakes up in a new world and not remembering anything prior to waking up, he sets off on an adventure to seek the truth of his past while uncovering some dark secrets about this new world he found himself in. There was like several new sentences in there that shouldn't have been new sentences, but you know, we'll ignore that for now. So yeah, I guess new world, it was said twice. So he shouldn't know anyone here.
So he probably doesn't know. He probably just saw him earlier that day and chasing him down because this person is suspicious, maybe?
Well,
I don't know.
well, according to Ghost Key, all the main characters have, you know, the bright colors and different hair to everyone, and all the others are just generic in the background. So I guess you were onto something, Doc. You were right. It was main character energy. You were correct earlier.
It reminds me of like this book I read called Yu-Gi-Oh! Where like it was describing like the town and the people in the town, and like everyone sounded fairly generic. But then it described all the main characters, like they had like crazy hair and like intricate hairstyles and intricate kind of like clothing. It's like, dang. I guess everyone here is boring except for the main protagonist. That's kind of a weird choice, but okay.
I suppose. Yeah, I think I've seen that on like the shelf inside the inn. It's one of the Japanese ones, right? I think Anamari checks that one out sometimes.
The guy was being very.
Oh!
I think his face fell off. What happened to his face, man? Face got cut off.
Hey, wait a minute, guy. You
know,
dropped
I'm
something.
a doctor. I'm a doctor. I can, I don't think I can put on your face, but I can try. Oh god, I don't think I can put on his face, guys. I don't think I have that ability to just surgically add a face on someone. Oh no. I guess he's gonna be faceless.
Maybe you have maybe you have some medicine of some kind that can be like administered in a different way. That's not it's not like ingested.
I mean,
like a syringe or something else.
I mean, I have pills that can maybe go up the butt. A depository.
Aren't they called suppositories, not depositories?
Oh well, yeah. Yeah, sorry, my professor in medical school was very bad at words. Sometimes I slip into his habits.
Okay, well, I guess someone get this man a suppository.
Medical guild.
Suspicious! Over here!
What, suspicious? Nah, that person? No way. Well, they seem suspicious at all.
He has no face!
Hey!
Oh, look, his mouth is back. That's progress.
Oh, I mean, I feel like put a pill in that mouth. Oh,
and his eyes came out.
It's just magic.
Oh, I guess now that he's away from, the hot
that girl,
eyes girl, yeah. I guess now he can relax and. Why does she not want to know about it? Okay.
Who are you, and what do you want?
Oh wow, you're loud, sir.
Why do you run?
You are fast.
Why were you chasing after me?
Well, I saw you
I don't know why. Yeah, why did you run away from me in the first place?
running earlier in the plains.
You saw that?
Yeah, he was screaming. He was yelling at you for your attention. How did you not notice?
No, why did you run away from me in the first place if you didn't recognize me? Wait, what? Why'd you you're the one who ran first, and then he ran after you because you ran.
So what?
Confused.
Don't you dare tell anyone about seeing me anywhere near that place, got it?
Okay, interesting world possibilities here.
Is it like the field of punishment or something?
Well, I mean, I don't know so much about like punishment because no one seemed to be there apart from him. So if it's punishment, then he probably wouldn't want to go there like voluntarily. So it's the Forbidden Fields or the Forbidden Forest. Hey, that sounds catchy. What if that's taken yet?
Oh yes,
Probably.
I saw everything.
What do you want me to do for your silence?
What?
What do you want me to do so that you can keep your mouth shut about seeing me there?
I mean, the for your silence thing was a pretty obvious line. I guess, his, literacy comprehension has gone down with his memory, too.
Well, long story short, I woke up in the middle of the force and I have no idea why, where, how it got there. I have no memory of my past.
So, you need my help with what exactly?
I want you to help me learn what happened to me and why I can't remember anything before waking up in that forest.
I don't know. It seems like a lot of work, man.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I thought you were coming to him to talk about like the whole like finger of death thing and work out like the power stuff, and you saw him pointing, so that's why you decided that. Why do you like assume that this one person, as far as you're concerned, he was the only other person there around you. He could have put you in that forest for all you know.
Also, that dialogue was just so exposition-y. Like, he kind of just be like, hey, my character deal is I have absolutely no memory and I need to learn my past. Now help me learn my past. It's like, cool, man. Thank you for telling me your whole life story you know about currently. I was about to say that, at least it's like delivered, delivered like, very well comparatively. Although Ghost Kitty thinks it sounds like someone named like I or something. I? Something like that. Spell AI. I'm just gonna check that quickly. Nope, apparently not. The name of the actor who provided the voice for Ace was Super Cobalt. So yeah, his hair.
Yeah, so we're in the clear. No one named I has been mentioned in the description.
Yeah.
Like the text description. Hold on, are we still? Yeah, okay, we're good.
Wow, that is a lot. The only thing I can help you with is getting alien guards to
Exactly.
help you.
That's fine.
Well, I guess another thing we know about this character is that, outside of like any, concept of society, he's got no inhibitions. But he still can speak the same language as everyone else here.
Fine, as long as I can get one step closer to knowing what happened. By the way, what's your name?
His mouth looks a
Caleb.
little bit weird when talking, man. I don't know why. Sometimes
Yeah.
his mouth looks a bit strange.
Yeah, it's because of the way that it's like a drawing that's like snapping between several different versions. Like whenever our mouths move and they go from like one sound to another, they'll flow because we've already like had an idea like in our brains of what to say, so it's much smoother for us. But this here is in what the musical business of barding we call that staccato. Which means to say that it's all like super choppy. What you would need for something like this is something more legato, where it like fades into itself. And if there was a way to do like an automatic thing where it would go from like a generic mouth poses that would fade from one another back and forth repeatedly, that would be a good solution and wouldn't distract many people, I would have thought. But some people think that putting in that extra mile is going to be beneficial to them and ultimately ends up looking worse half the time. So what can I say?
You?
Wait, what is my name?
Well, according to your description, it was Ace. Oh, and look at that. Apparently, you have a wanted poster with your silhouette, I guess, which means that this
You're a
might be.
criminal?
Yeah, this could be like a
Wait,
different
wait.
person. And this is
Yeah, I was gonna be like, if you're new to this world, how are you already wanted, man? That's crazy.
this could be a different
What'd you
person,
do?
and then they're like, just assuming their identity, but probably not.
My name is Ace. Yep, that's my name.
Wait, why would you assume the identity of someone on a wanted poster?
Maybe because he's forgotten what a wanted poster is.
It says
Looks
wanted.
like they want.
Maybe he
With
thinks.
money.
Maybe he thinks like if someone goes there, they'll want him around. I don't know.
everyone to gather now.
No one's that dumb, right? I hope not.
Well, I don't know. If you lost your memories, I will say Utopia seemed like a smart fellow, but then again, didn't have too many conversations with the guy.
Sometimes I feel like he kind of forgot basic stuff like.
Oh
one
yeah,
time
he
he
did like
questioned what a
wander
door
off when we
was.
like specifically told him that was a bad idea. So yeah, like some of the time, but
I don't know. Although he also, with his memory, he could have also not been the sharpest tool in the shed. But we don't know if he was ever smart.
yeah. Wait, didn't one of you like clear a puzzle with him?
Not me. I was in the bathroom.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh no, that's why he went on his own, didn't he? Yeah, because it was.
I was in the toilet.
Yeah, I was thinking like mathematically there shouldn't be any of us that were alone, but yeah, you weren't there, so yeah, that makes sense now.
It was great,
You don't. I don't need like your like a qualified opinion on quantified opinion on the quality of your bathroom experience, Doc.
Also, that person's got like brown pupils for some reason, even though their eyes are orange.
Yeah, hold on, which person?
Funny person. Also, they have blue freckles. Do their freckles have like hypothermia? I don't think that's possible.
Yeah, I can't speak for the freckles necessarily, but as far as like the brown pupils go, again, that seems like a fairly normal thing. That normally people's pupils are are usually black, but sometimes just like a faded version, because the whole point of pupils is to like absorb light, isn't it? So you want them to be dark. Or darker than, this orange thing.
I mean, I guess, but they don't seem dark enough because, clearly there's not a darker version of orange. It's just a different shade of brown.
Oh yeah, but by pupil
They
stats,
get, like, a
this
dark
is quite light. But maybe it's nothing compared to the guard lady in the background there that seems to be have white pupils, which means that she reflects all light. So she is blind.
So does person in like the Eskimo hoodie thing with the duck in her hair. She also has white pupils. And the guard lady in the back.
Oh
a lot of
yeah.
people have white pupils for some reason.
Oh yeah, lot of blind people looking up, gazing upon this spectacle. Wonder what that's about.
Maybe they're using their ears.
Yeah. That being said, okay, I like the way they've like laid a bunch of like heads here, so you can just about see not only not only the landscape behind, but also it seems like there's some like meeting or like they've cleared out the area for these specific people who have like a different uniform to the other guards, probably meaning that they're like a more of like an elite thing. So yeah, it must mean
Maybe
that
they're like the king's like special guards or something. Maybe
they could be, and that's some sort of announcement. This is why I like that the whole like memory thing sometimes, because that means that again we're learning all this stuff at the same time as everyone else, and there's a lot to like there's a lot just from the visuals of this place to like infer about the world.
But at the same time, I think you could do better with an audience surrogate kind of character instead of a main character who has no memory. Because then it's like, then if you're introducing a character who's new to the area, but still has their memory intact, you can actually like draw from that history, draw from the previous experiences, draw from more aspects of a more complex character than just I have no memory and I'm potentially gonna be stumbling around doing who knows what till plot hits me in the face.
Yeah, well, yeah, Ace is operating entirely by instinct now, apart from that, one scatterbrain logic thing of like chasing Caleb. It doesn't have anything to do with anything for now. But apart from that, yeah, I'm wondering because that's because I think there are other amnesiac stories that I know about that that come into some people like have like these instincts or these like abilities to deduce things they know are not usual for the people around them. They don't know why they know how to do these things, but they know how to do them, and that's already something they need like answers for.
I mean, maybe. It just seems like a weaker story trope that, at the very least, weakens your main protagonist. Like, having a amnesiac character works sometimes. Once your main protagonist, that potentially weakens the main character, being like, oh yeah, the main character is a piece of wood half the time because they're just kind of going along with whatever plot is given to them.
I guess
because
so.
They don't know what they're doing. Unless they're trying to be a proactive main protagonist, which doesn't really happen most of the time. Most of the time it's like, ooh, what's this? Oh, there's plot. Okay, now I'm involved in plot randomly, I guess.
Well,
Unless they are the plot. There have been times where they have became the plot, where it's like, someone wants them for some reason, which works. Isn't the best, but it still works.
That seems to be what's happening here. Stretchy Wilson or whatever his name was, seemed to want to.
Wade Wilson.
Yeah. Yeah. That guy. Yeah. He wanted the Ace for some reason.
He's dead. He's dead, man.
Yeah.
He got Kamehameha immediately.
Well, I mean, what it says is that this Ace is not is the second person named Ace to be wanted in this world. Just not by the same people.
Honestly, Slade Wilson may have just been a random monster in the forest because we don't.
Well, if that's the case, that implies
a common thing in this world, anyway. So it may not even say anything about the main protagonist in that case. It would just be saying something about the world, which is good, but at the same time, it's not really saying anything about your main protagonist besides the whole Kamigami Hollies or near the end of the fight. That's the only thing that really says anything.
Well, the reason that I'm not so convinced that the Stretch Slade whatever was a random monster was because of the memories that Ace seemed to have, like the flashes that he seemed to have of the monster itself, which implies that there's some connection to him. Also, he didn't go after Caleb at all, and he was right there. So that's another possibility. Then again, maybe Caleb was too fast. We did establish he was really fast, so that could be it. But then again,
who knows? Maybe the reason why they're not supposed to be in the fields because that's where the monsters like hang out at the outskirts of the forest or whatever. So maybe that's why wasn't supposed to be at the field because monsters spawn there.
It could be, and if it weren't for the fact that Ace is new to the world, I would have said that he might have been a regular there, and that's why he woke up there of all places with no memory. But Yeah, who knows at this stage? And it looks like there's going to be something else that is happening in the world, just aside from the whole Ace thing. The king has apparently invited something of some or other, what this character was saying.
Requested all citizens of Celosia village to evacuate and head to the major city.
Oh, that's
major
another
city, dang.
That's another thing. Yeah,
This
exactly.
isn't a
See,
major city?
yeah, exactly. You clocked that too. All this stuff that we've seen so far apparently does not count as a major city, which immediately makes you think, what does a major city look like, considering that there's a giant cathedral in the background there, or whatever that thing is?
This is because of the increased
This
amount
whole
of
area,
shadow
I thought would be
creatures,
the
or
major
what we
city,
call.
or at least how the major city would look. But I mean, maybe it looks even cooler. I hope. Which the main problem with this is if the major city doesn't look as cool potentially, or doesn't look much different or much better than this, then it's like, okay, then why isn't this the major city? Which it could be a potential issue to run into. But
Well, okay, sure,
see.
it's a risk, but I mean, you never know. It's kind of like our lives. We can run into stuff that seems like cooler or less cool depending on what day of the week it is. Honestly.
Mists have showed up in the past few days.
The king has already evacuated 4 other villages. How are we all going to fit in the city? This is ridiculous.
Okay, so that
Oh.
means again, you could think about that from that aspect. So there's 4 other villages going to like one major city. That means that the major city must be less than 4 times the size of the of this location. So maybe there is not too much of a size difference between what counts as a major city and what doesn't. I've heard that sometimes like a classification of a city is just if it has a cathedral or not, but that might be not be a cathedral in the background.
I mean, there may or may not be a cathedral in this background, so you know.
Yeah, not sure what that thing is.
Yeah, the king has done nothing to defend the town. He's only requested people to evacuate.
Oh, damn.
Why do you even have guards if you can't do your job to protect us?
Well, I mean, the whole guard thing was kind of unfair because the guards were doing their job until the king ordered them to evacuate them instead, and that's now become their new job.
Yeah.
But everything else kind of makes sense. I understand that whole idea of, like, you know, the pridefulness that can come from one location. Then again, they usually say pride goeth before the fall, so that would ultimately come back to bite them. So the king's doing the right thing here, it seems.
Handle this.
So
Celosia village
Yeah, she hasn't said anything for a
ages.
long time.
Lumina, you alright?
Did you fall asleep?
She's probably fast asleep, you know, or zoned out. I know that happens sometimes with Lumina.
I
Just
guess.
zone out randomly.
I guess it didn't really grab her. Maybe it was the maybe she wasn't impressed by the magic show from earlier.
Residents, please obey our king's commands. He knows why we haven't fought back against the mist. Let us all gather our necessary items.
Okay, then why?
I mean, I guess.
Okay,
well,
he knows.
okay,
He knows.
sure.
Don't say he knows.
Well, maybe she doesn't
So,
know. She's just saying that he knows.
Called, like... Oh, okay, but like, what's gonna be the long-term solution? You can't just funnel everyone in the major city and let the mist overtake the rest of the world, because then eventually the mist is just gonna go to the major city and kill everyone. Which kind of, you know,
That is
kind of delaying the inevitable without a proper solution.
okay. That is true. On the other hand, this is you know, also a common thing whenever these conflicts come into play, that people will evacuate from the major cities on purpose. Like, yeah, there's an idea. There's a chance like you would need someone to hold like, you know, a threat back, especially like a concrete threat, like say like an invading like army force or whatever. But you know, ultimately, you still want to protect your citizens so you're not caught in the crossfire if something does happen. And there's also the morality side of, like, you know, whether or not you want to sacrifice people in the first place. Oh, and it seems like Doc has just disappeared. Oh no, he's back. He's back. Okay.
I died for a second. I don't know why. It's just like disappeared. It's crazy.
No,
That's
well,
crazy.
that's crazy.
And prepare to leave for the main city. A swarm of mist is approaching the gates, and we cannot afford to lose any of our dear citizens.
But where would we stay? There are already many people in the city.
Okay, I'm not sure if this is out of sync now.
Not to worry. The king has prepared for this. The city prepared for the arrival of the villagers in the city.
Blah,
They will
blah, 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 blah. That's what her mouth is doing right now. Blah, 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 blah.
accommodate every single family.
Can I ask what
Really?
this
Did you have like a census or whatever taken of the whole city and like everyone moving there? Because like that's a lot of people to probably account for potentially based off how everything looks.
I mean, a lot of you know, like nations will have a census they do every so often. So maybe there was a census from, you know, max 10 years ago, let's say, where there's like a rough estimate.
Oh, well, they're shadow creatures who drain the life force of anything they see.
So that's what I saw earlier.
You encountered one?
Mm-hmm. It almost killed me.
How did you escape
So
from
it was just a random attack, I guess. Since I guess it wasn't targeting him. I guess
Yeah,
it probably was
the
just
white
random on
yeah
him.
the white-haired guard did actually say there was like a bunch of like shadow monsters they have like a name
So
for.
that beginning attack had nothing to do with him.
That
That's
raises
good
the
to
question
know.
as to why he had flashes of like recognition then, if he's new to the world. That's the new mystery then.
Killed it.
And now, of course, the whole, like, again, the face changing at different rates. I don't know what that's about. The whole head was turning. Why did the face move later than the rest of the head?
How did you kill a creature that not even a horde of guards can beat?
I'm not sure. I'm just
Well, I mean, they clearly your answer then is that Caleb is
you
not the person to
lasered
help
it.
teach you about this stuff. He has no idea it's even possible.
trying to reclaim my memories.
Right. Well, we can continue this later. Let's head out.
His mouth is sliding across his face.
Out now. It's gonna be a long ride to the city.
And his eyes are moving, but his mouth now isn't. Okay, now it's fixed. I got the ashes. They're doing stuff. They're living life. That's good.
This village is so pretty. It must.
I mean,
You're about to leave it.
Yeah.
Unless you're in the new village already, which would be a weirdly fast transition.
So again,
to the main
easily
village.
impressed by civilization and also nature from before.
It's been nice growing up here. Assuming you grew up here.
No, I came here on a quest.
Oh,
How's the
are
riding
you
fun?
some kind of secret
Nah, that's us.
agent?
No, I just do quests to earn money.
That's cool. What kind of missions do you do?
I need to find a way to make this guy silent for the whole ride.
Okay, interesting that we're getting like internal thoughts of people who aren't the main character.
How about I buy you a drink and you stop asking questions, okay?
All right,
Alcohol?
I'll be waiting here.
That's
You know, Nathaniel, you should get your infinite booze for him.
yeah. Well, I'm gonna keep asking questions. Honestly, it feels like he needs to know some certain things, and I guess ultimately so do we.
In the line.
Ah, yes, my favorite brand.
Weird. You know, this is like the grimace. This is like the grimace beer I heard about. You know, but I heard people were dying off grimace beer. It was crazy.
I mean, I've never heard this, but the
And people-
name does not
people-
sound appetizing. To grimace at something is not a good reaction.
Yeah. The grimace beer, I'm pretty sure it was alcohol poisoning, probably. It was like, oof. The drawings I saw of it were scary. I never actually dealt with any cases of the grimace beer deaths. I kind of avoided those at all costs because I was kind of terrified about it.
Well, I mean, that
You know.
feels like as a doctor, you'd be the person that people would go to if they're terrified, but sure.
Yeah, I let my colleagues do that. That was my colleague's job, not mine. No.
Ghost Kitty also says, if they move everyone into one big city, won't that make that be more risky? It's reminded me of this story I've heard people talk about. I think it was called Attack on Titan. Haven't heard that one, but yeah, like actually, I will say it is an evacuation thing is very common, but it's usually done to like the remote parts of like a kingdom or nation or whatever kind of thing it is. Not usually to the more populated areas that you would think, because that's also where you become like a prime target. However, if this is like an actual physical mist, seems to be after some
I don't
people.
think I don't think it's a physical mist. I think it's just what the demons are called. They're called mist for some reason, which I personally wouldn't have named them mist if we're referencing just the demons themselves to be the mist, because then it's like the mist could be taken as like this like foggy mist or like monsters, you know. I mean, it's kind of unclear just, you know, title wise, but you know.
I mean, that's what I thought it was there was like a physical mist. If it was a physical mist, then the whole like town thing would have made sense, because then you're able to like, you know, concentrate all of your like defenses on like one area, because it's a force of nature, right? So if you have,
I think it's just the monsters.
Things in place. Yeah, if it's monsters, then yeah, okay, fine. Fortified walls, I guess. Depends like how far they're like spreading. If they're spreading like just en masse everywhere, but if they're like physically targeting like the biggest places, if they're organized, that's a whole other matter. If they're organized, then you don't want to have people in all the cities.
Yeah, this plan probably isn't gonna work, but you know.
Well,
that's
you know
my
what?
prediction.
You know the other plan is not going to work. You know, getting Ace to stop asking questions just because you had him a drink.
A weird purple beer.
Oh wow, this is not the kind of music I was expecting to hear from this. From the.
Also, dang, everyone's outlines here are like so light compared to like the main protagonists who have darker outlines. This is kind of a weird stylistic clash.
I'm getting a sudden urge to mute the audio of this, and I have no idea why, but I'm gonna do it. So I guess ultimately, I guess it's down to you and me to come up with a song to go over this. All right. Handing over purple beers to ease everyone. There's your friend's fears. And so he'll stop asking some questions, so it won't end up in tears. He seems to be glowing, fading now.
Also, that girl's a mallet, or no, meat mallet. That girl's a weapon.
I think it's like a meat cleaver. She could be a butcher. Butcher bunny.
Outfit and that she's dressed like that. She's dressed like that, doing like cutting up meat. I mean, you're gonna ruin that nice outfit. I'm just saying. I don't recommend wearing that kind of like stylistic outfit.
Well, I mean, you know, it's if there's like, you know, any like blood splatters, it's like significantly reddish, right? So maybe.
Well, yeah, but like it's such a nice outfit. You don't want to ruin it. Also, why is he yellow? He's becoming orange.
I'm wondering more so why he's the only person with a shadow here. You would think that, you know, Butcher Bunny and
I mean, everyone has like these weird like small shadows. He is like a normal humanoid shadow. This is strange.
Yeah, see, the thing is that those different shadows, like, it implies that the sun would be like above them, like, you know, like a midday, you know, situation. But actually the way that like okay, now Lumina's gone for good.
Left.
So is he still like no, she just straight up vanished. Okay. So oh no, never mind.
Lumina.
She's back. Are you
all right?
Able to speak now?
Oh, good chief for me.
Oh,
Lumina,
you're here!
Hey, everything all right? What happened?
I haven't been able to watch half the video because it's so glitchy. It just skips at random intervals and you guys are talking about something entirely different. And I can see something like entirely different screens every time. I don't know what's happening anymore.
Oh.
Well, I know that's not an issue on my end because Doc's able to do this just fine.
Yeah, I know. It's so how to fix it.
What do you see right now?
A load of nothing.
Oh, okay. Well, I was about to say whether or not that was similar to. Oh yeah. Okay, fine. I'll keep playing it then. All right.
Before it was just and you guys were talking about shadows.
Oh no, we're talking about shadows now. That's happening right now. We were in the middle of that. So yeah, we're saying that like the circular shadows imply that the sun's like above them, but the way that the Ace's shadow is, things like the sun would be behind him in theory, but also no sun is behind him right now, so why is the shadow pointing that direction? That's also kind of weird.
I see Caleb looking at a purple glass and drink.
Oh, that's okay. That's a little bit.
At.
Yeah, that's a little bit far back, but not too much. You're like, I don't know, 10 seconds behind maybe.
Oh, jump.
Anyway, butcher bunny.
Oh, he's levitating. Why's he levitating?
Yeah, don't know.
Why's he levitating?
That we have no frame reference for. I guess maybe when he drinks purple beer, he goes into the sky. All right then.
The grimace beer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you drink.
Oh God, he's about to die.
I think he might just. I think he might just have died. Okay, fine. Another thing about him, he has. Not only does he have feather fall, I guess, but he also has. Matter manipulation powers because that beer mug has shrunk significantly in his hands.
Him falling and being fine reminds me of this one book I read with this guy named Travis, and he got blasted to an island and still somehow survived, which doesn't make much sense when you take into account that 2 books later, in the 4th book, a character gets pushed off a cliff and dies and has to get resurrected by a god, which is I find that kind of inconsistency. Do people die of extreme falling or not?
I mean, unless Travis has some sort of demon powers or something that help him to sustain his corporeal form.
Probably not. Probably not, because he did manifest demon powers when he was possessed by a weird demon ancestor in the 6th book, but that also has a very specific context, which I don't think the demon powers at all applied to him, because even the demon in that book, even the demon in the 6th book, didn't have the powers normally until he absorbed a bunch of souls, so, that demon didn't really develop severe power till later anyways, so, yeah, I just think it was a writing inconsistency. The author, midway through the series, decided to change tones and stuff. So I think it's just a tonal issue. It'd be oops. Oh well.
I guess. I do a song about retcons right now, but I think some guy has already made one, so I'll just move on.
Probably.
Yeah, better enjoy that shrinking beer. Yeah,
it's magic beer.
Now we better enjoy
also,
this,
trains exist? I thought. Wait. Trains exist in this universe? I thought we were in medieval times.
Well, I guess I guess they're somewhat industrialized. I wouldn't have used this model of train.
I wouldn't use the train. But
I would have thought I thought steam powered stuff might make sense, especially if you have to do a big evacuation. You want to be able to get people out somehow, but. I don't know. I think Lumina's also kind of having to deal with the idea that trains are a thing. You okay, Lumina?
I know we deal with anachronisms all the time, but dang, more anachronisms.
It didn't pause for me. I'm so confused because Doc's talking about the book series and it's not paused. I'm are you guys gonna pause it? And then it starts playing and it skips back.
Oh, Lumina's hallucinating. Did you steal one of my pills? Did you steal one of my pills, Lumina? Okay, listen, Lumina. I have to prescribe you a pill. Then you're just stealing drugs. If I don't prescribe you pills. God.
Well, okay, Doc, you haven't prescribed a single one of us yet, but you've been handing those things out like candy.
No, I hand them out, and that's a prescription.
That's not what a prescription means.
Well, it's what I mean when I say prescription.
Okay. You're the doc, I guess.
Yeah, I'm the doctor. You should trust me. I've been to the medical guild, and it's been a medical school, technically, but it was mostly the medical guild because medical school really isn't much of a thing.
I think we need a new doctor.
Well, you can always feel free to become a doctor and follow my footsteps.
I know basic stuff about medicine.
You could train her.
Breeding.
You could train her, Doc,
Train
if you
me.
wanted to.
I mean, you know what? I'll totally train you to be a doctor if you want.
I have a bunch of medical books. Some of them mention black holes randomly, but I have weird
You
medical
said
books.
one of them mentions black holes randomly.
Yeah. You know, one of them mentions, like, facts about saber-toothed tigers, because, like, it was talking about a case where a guy got mauled by a saber-toothed tiger. It was, like, a crazy case.
Yeah,
Some
it sounds
weird
like
books.
it. It sounds like it. I wonder if it's like one of those creatures that we saw from, like, one of the first scenes. I don't know more about those things.
Maybe, but that looked more like a chimera or something. If I'm honest.
I guess that's probably also in there somewhere, different chapter. Oh, just got slammed in the face. Okay, this kind of looks like the room that we found last time. You know, with a bunch of different. You know what? It feels like one of those things where like all the lights apparently were like that bump on the wall thing that we found, the switch or whatever it was called.
Why does everyone's legs look weird in this universe, though? Like, why does everyone's legs look taller now?
Taller than before. Well, I mean, you know, well, I guess guy on the left definitely looks much taller than before. The cat girl, I'm not so sure. That guy from the Crimson Jacket, he followed from one of the previous scenes. You know, he was there before.
Oh, I was referencing the clip of the door closing, not the actual thing.
Oh, right.
Not the actual like the weird stock footage thing I think was added.
Then yeah, I don't know.
I told you this thing has some funky delays, and for me, apparently, funky time travel. Because I saw the future. Really
you saw the future? You have the power to see the future?
I've watched this all before, because it never stopped.
Seeing the future seems like a possible sorcerer power. I don't know. Probably beyond your training, honestly.
I rolled insight.
On what? Time itself. Have you met the god of time yet?
Well, actually, if she did meet the god of time, she probably would charm him, and then maybe convince him to take one of my pills to become a cat girl. Probably.
Oh my gosh! If they become cat girls, then they're just my best friends forever.
Exactly.
And they can't leave me.
Whoa, that's kind of depressing. Do you think people are gonna leave you?
I have abandonment issues.
Oh, that's not good. Don't worry. Don't worry. The party will never abandon you. Ever.
Oh
yeah, absolutely. I mean, for crying out loud, we're doing all of this to save. We're doing all of this to save Utopiash right now. You know, we're just enjoying this video in our downtime. So you know, as soon as we're as soon as we get him back, we'll finally be complete again, and about to meet the cat girls and everything. So yeah, we're not leaving anyone behind, even if we've only known them for a brief period of time. You know, you're one of us.
Don't worry, you'll see him again soon.
Fantastic!
Oh, really? Oh, that's awesome!
Yeah.
That's the spirit. Exactly. That's what I've been saying all along. Also, I keep trying to see if there's No, I keep thinking that because they're talking, there's the music would have stopped.
4 years. That guy has 4 years.
Oh yeah. Wow.
Oh, that's a skill right there.
That's a medical issue, I think.
Oh look, he's got your hair, Doc. Well, part of it, a little bit of it.
Not really. My hair's more of like a light blue, like a light powder style blue.
Okay, fine. He's got my hair in your style.
Yes. Oh, he's just talking to everyone.
Yeah, I guess he's so excited about like everything that happens, you know.
What is that guy?
He's just as confused as we are, but he's taking it a lot better than we are with all these different things being added.
What is that guy? Oh my.
Well, I mean, you know, outside view from the train. Why not?
Oh look, more cat girls.
Well, I mean, that's one more cat girl. Yeah, they're all in the same position. We just cut back and they haven't moved at all. And yet they're all still talking, it seems. And the music's still
Yeah,
going.
no, we're still in the music. We're still in the musical segment.
Yeah, Caleb's fallen asleep. That's a wise move. I think that was through a tunnel. That was a transition. Oh,
The
okay.
music is done.
All right, I like this setting here.
Are we in like trees? I guess tree houses.
All these cities seem pretty fascinating. Well, I mean,
When I saw Into the Future, I think it was a treehouse.
yeah. Well, I think these kind of look like they'd be built on like rock pillars potentially, just because I'm not sure if there are trees in this world that are that gigantic that could sustain that.
It reminds me of like this like arcade style book thing I found one day called Minecraft. They had giant trees in that book.
Okay.
Oh, I read that book. Good book. It's a bit creative with how you can interpret it.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, surviving that book, like if you were in that book, would be pretty hard. It's a huge
Yeah.
survival.
Depending on what like route you take, it can be quite hardcore.
Yeah, just you just gotta play your cards right in there. Punch some trees and stuff.
Yeah, as
Get
long as you're
some-
not creeping around, you should be fine.
Yeah, that would just explode into problems.
Yeah, it would really just explode into your face.
Sounds like the kind of thing where you can meet the end fairly quickly.
Yeah, it's like the dragon of all problems.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes I find getting to the end kind of drags on, but
I mean, it could just basically wither down your will to live.
well, that's quite costly, isn't it?
Neither again will that be an issue.
Looks so pretty!
Yep.
Oh,
well,
never right.
this is where we part ways. If you head north, there'll be a little tavern where you can ask guards for help.
Oh, well, thank you. You helped.
Couldn't he ask the other guards in the other place for help before the evacuation? What? Like I said, he passed two on the way to finding Caleb.
me a lot.
Well, I mean, to be fair, he did take on the name of someone who's on a wanted poster, so I don't know if that's very smart.
Okay,
but,
yeah, after he passed the guards.
Welcome. See ya.
Bye. I hope we cross paths again soon.
Yeah, and I hope your mouth gets fixed. It's beneath your eye.
Yeah, your
That's
mouth's all
creepy.
better.
Yeah.
Yeah, these all remind me of our cat girlfriends, actually.
Man, they're the cat's meow.
Apart from Azure, she wasn't there.
Look who decided to show up.
Oh, shut up.
What took you so long?
Celestia Village was also evacuated.
Another village closed? What is up with those royals?
Honestly, we can't blame them. Mist are hard to kill.
Why
Hey,
not? Blame the rich. That's what I blame.
Okay, sure, but that's not productive in this instance.
Rude.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Luna's
Listen,
right
I say,
here.
I say we eat the rich. That's what I say.
Oh.
I disagree. I think Lumina would taste really bad.
Reminds me.
Well, I don't want to.
Caleb.
Okay, Lumina. Okay,
There's not
Lumina
much
is
meat on me.
Lumina is technically the daughter of rich people. She doesn't count. She's not rich herself. She doesn't
See
own
how
the
much
money
money I have
currently.
in my bag?
Actually, wait, that's a good
Oh.
question. How much do you have? Because I've been paying for everything so far.
Yeah, wait a minute.
I've offered to pay multiple times. You all ignored me.
I guess
If
you.
I
well,
directly said to Hera, I'd pay for anything, and she told me no.
Yeah, that does sound like her, to be honest. Always so generous.
We should ask her to pay next time we need to buy stuff. Ooh, wait, next time we go on
Okay.
knickknacks and buy a bunch of stuff, we could get a bunch of cool like instruments, and we could get like weapons and healing potions and
Yeah.
nukes
I don't know how
maybe.
much I actually have
Anything
in this
except
bag. It's always
food.
fine. One time I just accidentally left the house with 3 million in my bag. You know, I
Oh.
didn't even know that was possible, but that was
Yeah,
just
I didn't know if that
there.
was possible either. I wonder if the God of the Universe has any
How is that
comments on
possible?
that.
I mean,
I
I
wonder
knew
if-
your family was rich, but like they never said they were that rich when I they never said that rich when I heard about them. Yes.
We have
Well, they
some
wouldn't have used
special
Great
earnings.
vine.
they probably keep that hush hush. Yeah,
Well, Rich people lying about the amount of money they have. That's not surprising. You know what is
multiple
surprising? You could save 5% with Geico.
Who's Geico?
What?
Is Geico one of your contacts? Is that one of your doctor friends, Geico? Dr. Geico?
Yeah, Geico. Yeah, Dr. Geico. He does a lot of the he does a lot of surgeries, especially, but like he charges a lot for them. It's like crazy.
Well, apparently he charges 10% less for you, so you must be pretty good friends.
Have you gotten a partner yet?
We're like practically besties normally.
Oh,
Except for
fair
one
enough.
time I did yell at him because he did try to make a pregnant woman pay extra like $3,000 just to get a walk-in clinic visit. So did yell at him.
Technically, that was 2 of them. Business.
He was about to give birth any day.
I'm trying to.
Okay. Liability.
This is why I say eat the rich.
Well, I mean, okay. That depends. How rich is Dr. Geico? I mean, I guess with his prices, he probably is fairly affluent, but
Yeah, he's got a lot of money.
I was gonna say it depends on how many customers he has, I suppose. It could be there's only got a few paying clients, that's why he charged them so much, but I guess not. That's
Hey, when you need to go to the doctor, you need to go to the doctor.
3,000 silver
Somebody
pieces.
should play Arminal.
3,000 silver pieces. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with you, honestly. There's more risks, but ultimately,
listen. I won't kill you guys. Probably. There's like a 99% chance I won't kill you. There's like the 1% chance I'll kill you, but that's with every doctor technically.
We did establish you have no death touch pills, so that's fine.
Oh,
I don't have the death.
I like working alone.
Well, we're not allowed to do quests outside the city without a team because of all the mists.
What? That's a dumb rule.
Agreed. I'm stuck doing quests with
Agreed.
What's wrong with that?
Anyway.
I didn't notice his tattoos on his arm.
Hey, Caleb, do you want to come with us?
Yeah, no, I'll pass.
Oh, well, more gold.
I wonder if he's gonna try and sneak off alone, get caught, and realize he needs a partner or someone to go on a quest with him, and so the only other person he knows in this place is Ace, and that's why they're gonna team up or something. Just guessing.
For us, then.
Probably,
let's go.
We're heading out now.
He's quest of the rising sun, very practically.
Again, that's us.
Caleb.
Their heads are nodding a lot as they're walking away.
They're nodding in agreement constantly while walking.
Oh, it's another pink-haired girl.
Hey.
I thought you were someone else.
Her hood isn't really keeping her hair in. Kind of weird.
No, it's not. I guess this is a different pink-haired girl from last time. She doesn't have the hard eyes.
No.
Have you heard about the new rule going
on? Yeah, but
on?
that's the girl who did the announcement for the evacuation.
Oh.
That girl.
Oh, so she just followed them. Okay.
Yeah, I'm waiting for people to join my party.
I see. Well, could I join your party?
Really?
Wait, hold on. So
why didn't you join your friends?
Yeah, you just rejected your actual friends. Are they that bad at questing that you know for a fact you'd be worse off with them than with a complete and total stranger? Well, okay, fine. You saw her once, whatever. Yeah, I don't know about that. I mean, I'm all for giving strangers a chance, but if I had to pick between questing with a stranger and questing with you guys, I'm picking you guys, so...
Exactly,
yeah. I don't know.
I mean, maybe I can see if, the stranger was, well known for, being good at quests, but I don't think he knows her that well or knows much about her to definitively say, I prefer you over the people I already know.
No, probably not.
I don't have anyone to join, and,
Yes,
you
did!
No one.
What do you mean?
No one at all!
What?
Completely out of options.
Of course.
I had no options, I couldn't have chose anyone else. You are the only person I could choose. Oh.
Oh, wait. What's your name?
Caleb.
Oh, hold on. Wait, did people just disappear? Okay.
Teleporting, I guess.
I guess some people are able to do that in this world.
Evelyn, thank you for joining my party, Caleb.
Wait, hold on, what was her name?
I was here for hours. People didn't want to join my party.
Yeah, I don't believe you. The train just got here, and you must have been able to have come with the Ace and Caleb on the same transportation.
Aren't you friends with the guards? Can't you ask one of the guards to join you?
I guess not one of the guards in this city.
I was here for hours. People didn't want to join my party.
I'm trying to hear a name.
All right, I'm Evelyn. Thank you for joining my party, Caleb.
Yeah.
I was here for hours. People didn't want to join my party for some reason.
At least you have a member now.
Thanks. We just need one more.
Also, wait, those two people were also willing, probably, if you went up to those other two people, maybe you could have asked them to join their party, too.
Yeah, hang on. Hold on a second. I got another question now. So Evelyn just said here that apparently you need, like, one more member, which means there's a minimum of 3 people per team. But yet, Caleb's friends, there was only 2 of them.
But the friends went off with 2, and there's only 2 here, so... Okay. Numbers. I guess numbers aren't the person's strong suit.
Apparently not.
Do you hear that?
Yeah. What's going
People
on?
being murdered, I guess.
It might be mists.
I mean, yeah. Evacuate everyone to the city. I'm sure the mists won't attack everyone. Oh god, demonic whispering. That's fun.
Yeah, I can't tell what this is saying, so I'm not gonna try and figure it out.
Go, my beautiful creatures.
Man, it looks
I
like
assume the mists
it
are
looks
the
like
demons.
Lumina in about 5 years.
I will flip a city.
Oh god,
upside.
I hope Lumina doesn't become this evil. God. Become the Empress of Evil over here. Don't become the Empress of Evil. That would be horrible. Don't.
Down
No.
if I have to. Just to find that source of magic.
So she knows there's a source of magic in this entire city, but has no other like way to triangulate it.
Don't people have magic in this world? I thought people use magic normally in this world.
Maybe not detecting magic, you know? At least Lumina's got that
They
now.
They don't have detect magic. Oh no.
Nope, they're less effective than Lumina. Maybe you know what? I take it back. It was Lumina 5 years ago.
To be fair, detect magic isn't really useful, at least in our experience, because every time we use it, it's like there is no magic here, and then we trigger wild magic somehow.
Well,
that keeps happening to us. For some reason.
Well, yeah. I mean,
it's worth checking, but I kind of wish us checking would actually do something next time. It kind of sucks when we keep trying and it does nothing all the time.
That's not really up. That's up to like the fact of like if the world has if there is magic around, we can't just say like, oh, it would be nice if we found magic next time we happen to choose to use this spell. Like, you know, there's not like something like force of nature that can predict when we're gonna do that.
Yeah, but I mean, like, can't the gods of the universe just be nice to us every once in a while and at least throw us a small bow and be like, oh, you found like a magical stick or something on the floor, you know?
that depends. That depends because finding magic or something magical could be a blessing or a curse, quite literally. So maybe the gods of the universe are being friendly by not having that forced upon us. I can tell you, as someone who has magic forced upon them from like birth, yeah. Not fun. Oh, well, that was the episode.
So from a pilot standpoint, decent. I'm still not a fan of the amnesiac trope being like the main opener, like the primary opener, because then it's like you kind of don't really get much characterization for the main protagonist besides he's kind of a nice person who's super oblivious to things, which isn't too interesting because there's no backstory, no nothing to really draw off of. And I don't know, I mean, it also kind of feels weird because like in the beginning of the episode, or like in the middle of the episode, they all have to be like, oh, you have to evacuate to the main city. So we spend like a good montage going to the main city, just to end up there and immediately the main city gets attacked. It's like, okay, cool. Why couldn't? I personally, from my standpoint, I think you should have cut out the middleman and had either the episode, like the town the main character got to initially, be the main city where everyone's located, or B, had like that small village get attacked and had the relocation happen after the attack happened with all the survivors.
Oh, you mean like they refuse at first and then they decide after seeing the actual threat that they need to leave?
Yeah, or something be like, I just kind of feel like we had everyone explicitly move to the main city to avoid being attacked and for everyone's safety, just for the in-depth to be like, hey, by the way, now everyone's safety's in jeopardy. It's like, okay, so I guess a good, like, 4.5 minutes of this, like, 12-minute episode is effectively pointless in the grand scheme of the episode, because then it's like, okay, that didn't really accomplish much.
Well, it depends, because Ace met Caleb in that time, and we also saw Evelyn for the first time. Her involvement is kind of like confusing at the moment, but we get like a gauge of like what they're what they're all like. Yeah, the circumstances were kind of weird, I guess.
I don't know. I mean, it's just one of the things where, like, I feel like a lot of this could have been accomplished without having that whole, like, 3-minute montage, plus the whole, like, traveling thing. Like, you could have either cut that out or just had them make it to the main character make it to the main city immediately. Then at least and have him. That's where he meets that character, and that's where he meets everyone.
I guess though the montage had the same purpose as the first like opening scene. You know, where he's like checking out his surroundings. We get to see like all of the different visuals and what kind of world we're in before the first attack happens. And it's the same purpose in the sense that we see like Ace's reaction to everything, and also we, the audience, get to see for the first time, you know, what's.
But I mean, also that brings up another potential issue where like a lot of his reactions tend to come from more of wonder, and that tends to be the only real expression we had from him. Like we never really got any like anger, fear, or like. I feel like we didn't get any gambit of emotions. I feel like we only really got, like, wonder. I mean, I guess there was, like, a handful of emotions in that one conversation with the guy he met that one time.
And, of course, the fear from Stretchy Slade Wilson thingy.
But, I mean, I kind of wish, like, these montages had more of a gambit of emotions or, like, situations. Like, maybe someone yelled at him, causing him to run away, and maybe, like, an old man chased him or something during the montage because he was, like, talking too much, and like then you had that, you know. I don't know. I mean, that's just. I just personally think introducing more variety in stuff in the montages, besides him just being happy talking to people or talking everyone's ears off, is just kind of boring. And I mean, I heard all the music and I enjoyed the music in the background, but you know, I mean, that's just me kind of vibing to, like, music.
Yeah.
On my end.
And not with the sound effects, unless, you know, it was one or the other. Was also an issue. You were kind of right about about another thing as well. When we said before about, like, the idea that, like, the amnesiac characters versus the others and how this would work in this world. Well, actually, that when Caleb got a scene to himself, we still learned, like, a few, like, bits of information, like, some updates, and based on, like, how that dialogue was going, we all inferred what was happening there. We didn't need necessarily to have like a full deep dive explanation. Although maybe I'm saying that because we did get that before and I'm filling in the blanks, but I don't think so. So yeah, honestly, yeah, Caleb could have worked as a main character in this instance.
Not to mention the guy didn't need amnesia for like the scene in the town square in the middle of the episode to also happen, because he didn't need any amnesia for that either. That whole scene to happen, because that was being addressed to a whole crowd. The crowd was giving exposition and lore and stuff in general, you know. So I just don't really think the whole amnesiac aspect of the plot really is working in its favor for the most part. It's mostly working against it purely because you end up having a weaker main protagonist
The only advantage I think
tends
it
to be
does
like-
now, the only like advantage it rises now mechanically is the finger of death part, because somebody who has lived in a world where the mists are like, you know, it takes like several guards to take down one of them, wouldn't have thought to try that, or would not have had the instinct to do so. And if they suddenly had that, they would have questioned that a lot more, and that would have been, you know, that would have taken us out of it. So that's the only advantage so far with the amnesia stuff. But yeah, everything you just said there kind of like outweighs it, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, not that I hate amnesiac stories. Like, there's this one story I once read called Meta Runner, and while I did have my issues with it, I do think the amnesiac part is one of the weaker elements of the story, with the main protagonist being an amnesiac, which again tends to. Granted, she's an adorable character on her own, and like you just adore like reading her.
Yeah, so
and stuff,
then
and,
there you
like,
go. She has personality aside from that. That's one of the concerns you had before, that you know, music characters wouldn't have that. So clearly, there's somebody out there that was able to pull off that balance.
But also, even with the Meta Runner book, like I feel like they at least gave a good variety of emotions with her, even in like the pilot and like the very early episodes where she could be have fear and just have other emotions besides curiosity, which the main character only really exhibits curiosity in here. Like, ooh, this is cool. It's like, okay, cool. I mean, the main protagonist could be like a small child wandering alone, and if that was the case, then, you know, a small child at least would have more personality.
Well, okay then. Lumina, got anything to say?
Sorry, like some weird guy keeps popping in the room.
Don't worry about it. I try to give the floor to Lumina anyway, so you know, Lumina, you got anything?
Yeah,
to add?
well, I probably should go.
I mean,
I do gotta go.
Okay,
but,
all right, we're all gonna leave in a moment, but yeah, sure.
But I was gonna mention just so I did send you that book transcript. So if possible, maybe go over that book transcript and like tell me when you're done going over and tell me if you like it or not, or if it's a good. And then I kind of want to send it out to a few people. But you know, it's a you know, book transcript. Anyways, bye.
I mean, if you want to send it out to people, you don't have to tell me about it, but sure. All right. Well,
I mean, I just need to make sure a transcript is well written, you know, before I send it out to people.
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay. All right then.
Bye.
There you go. I guess he trusts me with that. Fair enough. Anyway, Lumina, what did you think?
I was apparently having a moment for half of it. In fact, nearly all of it. So I don't know. Some of the animation was cool. Animation when I saw it.
Yeah, my favorite part of this was like the backgrounds and cinematography. Actually, I don't know what that word means. You know, the backgrounds and the like how like the all of the stuff was composed. Because honestly, apart from I guess the inside of the train act, that was kind of a weird you know, a weird choice. Kind of it all had like a very particular, you know, look to it all. We think like, oh yeah, this stuff makes sense in this world that we're setting up here. But and also had like multiple perspectives and like, you know, the people, even if they had like some interesting like accents or stuff as you mentioned before, you know, their outfits like matched what was going on with them. Actually, no, some of them didn't actually. And I tell a lie, but the parts that did work, I really enjoyed. The ones that didn't, you know, kind of took me out of it. But yeah, it kind of goes hand in hand with the whole like half thing you mentioned before. Well, that's that, I guess. Yeah, maybe we'll have to like rewind it when we get a chance to not be observed by the masses, so that you can actually enjoy it in your own leisure if you want to. And speaking of things you can enjoy at your own leisure, if you want to know where we're from and you're wondering what this was all about, go ahead and check out a link that I'm gonna put in the description after this for the series of Quest the Rising Sun. Our adventures are relayed and told from there, and you get to enjoy more of us in our actual element. So, if you want to know what we're all about, that's the place to go. But I guess I'm supposed to say something on this channel about that before you all leave. Ghostky says, "It's a big old bottle of sunshine with another character from this one story named Federico." Sounds like a decent guy. Don't know. But anyway, what I'm supposed to say is something like, please leave a like or dislike because your opinion matters. And subscribe if you've not done so already. And on that note, until next time, farewell. Don't know what any of that means, actually. How can you leave a like or dislike? You either like or dislike, whatever. I'm not going to question it.
I have one that says buy the memberships. I don't know what they're buying a membership for, but maybe they should do that.
That's true, yeah. Maybe be some sort of cool club of some kind. That could be a thing.
Yeah, I heard it's really cool and you get really nice behind the scenes stuff. And the scenes of what?
Not of this, of something else.
Oh, yeah. Other things.
Exactly. Well, so yeah, go ahead and do all of those things, I guess. And we'll see everyone also next time that there is a quest upon the rising sun. Goodbye for now. Your favorite bard signing out.